I said at the onset of the show, we got a real talented guy right here. You know, been around for quite some time. Ain't no spring chicken, ain't new to this. He's true to this. Great friend of Hollywood and the Hoods. He's affectionately known as Mr. Charles. We got Mr. Charles Willis right here. Now, Charles, you're gonna do a cover song right now to open up the show. Can you tell us what the song is and who's it from?
Yeah.
Speak it to the mic for me.
The first song is Jody by Johnny Taylor.
Jody by Johnny Taylor?
Yeah. The next song is If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right by Luther Ingram.
Okay, well, let's open it up right now with Jody and get it going.
Okay.
Give it up right now, Mr. Charles Willis.
Oh, let me tell you the truth. I gotta tell you the truth. Every guy I know trying to get ahead, working 2 jobs till he's almost dead. Yeah. Work your fingers right down to the bone. Got a cat named Jody sneaking around in your home. A cat named Jody in every town, spending out your cash and riding around. Ride on, Jody, ride on with your bad self. Jody, leave ashes in your ashtray. Footprints on your carpet while you work all day. He even got the nerve to sleep in your bed. Sit down to your table and eat your bread. When you get home after working hard all day, Jody's got your girl and he's gone away. I said, I ain't no sense in going home. Jody's got your girl and gone. Ain't no sense in going home. Jody's got your girl and gone. When you discover your gross neglect, it'll be too late to give your woman respect. You'll hunt down Jody, dead or alive. $10,000 reward for Jody's hides. Ain't no sense in going home. Jody's got your girl and gone. Yeah, ain't no sense in going home. Jody's got your girl and gone. The bills was owed one day. Jody took my girl and he took her away. He had enough sense, listen, to respect herself. Look at him. Told her how good she looked. Told her how sweet she talked. Told her how pretty she walked. Ain't no sense in you going home. Cause Jody got everything you got, and Jody's gone. Hey, hey!
Give it up. We're going to take a break, but we'll be right back in a minute. Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the Hood. All right, we back. Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the Hood. It don't stop. You see who I'm right here with. If you're not hip, get hip right now. Mr. Charles Willis. Yeah. Singer-songwriter, real estate entrepreneur, all the above. How you doing there, kind sir? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. It was some years since you've been on before.
3 long years.
That's how long? I thought it was a little bit longer than that. Three long years? About 3 years. You got a great memory, Mr. Charles. If my memory serves me correct, at around that time, of course you were doing your cover songs, but you also had rental properties and things of that nature.
I still got it.
That's still the case? Okay, a landlord. A landlord. So how would you describe yourself? Are you a prudent landlord? Are you on top of everything? Or do some people feel like they got to call you a couple times and you got to come through? Or?
I am hands-on with my
You hands-on with the property.
Every minute of the day.
Every minute of the day.
Right.
Okay, speak it to the mic so we can hear you when you
Yeah.
give an answer.
Yeah.
So you say you're hands-on every minute of the day.
That's right. 24 hours a day, I'm hands-on with my property.
About how many properties do you control?
I don't want to
You don't want to say? Is it more than a handful?
uh,
Is it about a handful? That's what I know of. I'm going to let the cat out the bag. You know, it's about at least a handful.
No, I got 12 pieces of property.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long have you been into the real estate business?
25 years.
25 years.
Yeah,
Can you remember what year it was when you bought your first home?
When I bought my first apartment building.
Get it right, T.
Yeah, get it right.
Yeah, we housing families. You know what I mean? We housing families. When was that, Mr. Chuck?
Yeah, you know, because the young lady you had.
Look at it. Now you want to put people's business out there. You hear him? That's good.
No, well, you couldn't mind.
Okay.
You asked me to.
I got you.
That I see one of my.
Yeah, there was a friend of mine that wanted some help, and I reached out to you, and you could have accommodated her had she wanted to go that route. I remember that.
Yeah, I took to my building on 128th and Shaw, and it was 3 bedrooms. She said it was a lot of room, nice apartment, and I guess she wanted a 1 bedroom because she had a little girl with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all I got is 3 bedrooms.
All you got is 3 bedrooms.
Yeah, and my 4-suiter, my 6-suiter, and
A 4-suiter, a 6-suiter.
10-sweeter.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to put my business in.
No.
just tell
Hold
her
on,
right there.
Mr. Willis, you're like a pillar of the community.
Yeah.
So forgive me if I'm going like this, but it's a real serious thing. We like to put out, stories of people just like yourself that's strong, positive, and successful.
Yeah.
So it's not a game. We're not here to minimize anything. We're here to uplift.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to brag on nothing.
No, well, let me do the bragging. Let me talk loud. Let me stomp the yard. Let me lead the applause. Let me be your #1 fan for a minute, man. Because
Yeah,
we really appreciate you.
Yeah, I just want to do, if loving you is wrong,
I don't want to be right.
I don't want to be right.
Being right is being wrong.
Being right means being without you. Rather be alone doing wrong. Mama and Daddy says it's a shame. It's a downright disgrace. Long as I got you by my side, I don't care what you people say. Friends all say it's no future in loving a married man. If I can't see you when I want to, I'll see you when I can. Loving you is wrong. I don't want to be right. Loving you is wrong. I don't want to be right. Am I wrong to fall so deeply in love with you?
No, you ain't right.
Knowing I got a wife and 2 little children depending on me too. And are you wrong to give your love to a married man?
Yeah.
And am I wrong for trying to hold on to the best thing I've ever had? Loving you is wrong. I don't want to be right. Loving you is wrong. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. If it means being without you. I
Yeah.
don't want to be right. If it means sleeping at night. I
Yeah.
don't want to be right. Loving
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Charles got it going on the cover song side. Now, hold on, Mr. Charles. You got these great vocals, man. Did you ever aspire to be a full-time singer?
And that's what I do. I do weddings. I just did a funeral about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, so you do it full-time. You're just not a recording artist.
That's exactly what I want to be.
You want to be a recording artist.
Yeah, because I'm not bragging, but I think I'm just as good as anyone I heard on the recording.
Yeah, you know what? I got to second that notion, man. I mean, it's like you said 3 years ago when you came on, you was coming with the hits then.
Yeah, but I didn't think that you guys was as serious as you are now. I mean, I'm serious because I would have been here.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. So you're doing weddings. So what's the last event you just performed at?
Well, I just performed a funeral.
Speaking to the mic so the people.
I performed a funeral at this funeral home on
You performed at a funeral.
Yeah, I sung for this retired postman. He died. He was 82, and I know the family real well.
So how did it come about? Did the family reach out to you?
The family reached out. They did reach out to me because they know that I'm a singer.
Fathom that. Somebody's loved one passed away, and they reach out to you for your services, man, to sing at the funeral. Something so memorable, something so touching. You know, man, I mean, how did you feel when they reached out to you?
Well, I felt good because I felt special.
And you knew the person too, right?
Yeah, I knew the family.
Did you actually knew the guy?
I knew the guy. He was the oldest brother of 8 children, really. And he was the oldest. He was a postman. He was 82, and he...
Was all his family there in attendance when you performed?
His family was there, plus his brother preached the funeral.
Oh, and plus his brother preached the funeral. Mm-hmm. Man, there probably wasn't a dry eye in the room when you did your thing.
Yeah, that's right, because the song, you don't want me to sing that song, Give
us a little bit of it. Give us a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit of it.
I wonder, do you love the Lord like I do?
Yes, I do.
For he gave his life given for you. Well, he saved souls from sins. Will you serve God? Someday repent. Or will you say you confess your sins? Will you show some others the way when you know you've done your best? Yeah. Will you serve God? He will understand. I'll tell Jesus that I've been blessed. I wonder, do you?
Now, Mr. Charles, I got to ask you, at that funeral when you sang for the guy and you knew him, because of your relationship with the family and you knowing a little bit about him, did that bring you a little extra to the performance?
Yes, it did. It brought me a heck of a lot. I was quite soulful, when I was singing because I knew the family, and most of all, I knew him. Me and him was,
Okay.
Yeah. And, I was really touched by them reaching out to me to do the funeral, the song for him.
So how many songs did you do? You did the one song?
I did two, because the first one I did, what I just did, the people stood up. And they asked me to do it in the funeral home, and I was shocked. And they asked me to do another one, and I said, okay.
Oh, so they wanted you to do an encore?
Yeah.
Ha!
No,
Fathom that!
No.
Because if you was trash, You know, they would have ushered you out, you know, out the room, you know, out of everybody's attention. You know, they would have ushered you away.
Yeah.
But for them to stand up
Yeah,
and basically give you a standing ovation.
yeah,
is
but
that-
that's the first time I ever seen something happen like that at a funeral.
Wow.
You know,
yeah.
and the next song I sung was I know I've been changed. I know I've been changed. I know I've been changed. The angel in the heavens signed my name. I tell you, I know I've been changed. I know I've been changed. I know I've been changed. The angel in the heavens signed my name. My mother is gone, my father too. The angel in the heavens signed my name. They left me here just to make it through. The angel in the heavens signed my name. I tell you,
Yeah.
I know I've been changed. I know I've been changed. I know I've been changed. The angel in the heaven done signed my name.
Yeah. That was litty. Yeah, that was real litty. Now you said you did other shows. You've done weddings.
Oh, I've done weddings.
You've
and
done weddings.
They call me when they have a program at churches. About 13 churches around. Not
Oh,
too
multiple
bad.
churches.
Yeah.
You did. We ain't one church with it.
Yeah, but
We traveling church. You know, we touring the churches.
Yeah,
You're
but I-
touring the churches, Mr. Charles.
yeah, well, I was born and raised in the church.
You were born and raised in the church your whole life,
Yeah, all of my
So
life.
was I.
and you were in the choirs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was in the junior choir when I was 6 and 7.
I gotta assume you were probably the choir leader a lot of times.
Yeah, well, I sung the lead songs in the choir, in the junior choir.
Okay, you sung the lead songs in the junior choir.
Lean on me.
Yeah. So now, and so you're doing weddings, you're doing birthday parties and stuff like that.
On all occasions, my card. You know, I do
Yeah,
all
yeah,
occasions.
yeah. We're gonna put the number out there. So, how was the last wedding you did? Tell me about that.
Oh, well, I haven't done a wedding in about a year or so.
Oh, in about a year.
Yeah. so
Oh, okay, but you're still doing it. You just ain't done it in about a year.
Yeah, right.
Was it people you knew?
No, people I didn't know that was referred me.
Some other people referred you to them.
Yeah, referred them, told them about me, and
Yeah.
we connected, And,
Were you nervous when you showed up to do that a year ago?
No, I'm never nervous.
You never nervous.
I was born to sing.
You were born.
Yeah, I was born to sing. I love to sing.
Well, because what I'm saying is you got two people joining in union. This is one heck of an experience. It's not like, they passed away and they don't get to, say if they enjoyed anything or not. This is a future memory that's going to go on. So, were you really proud at that wedding to do that?
Yes, anywhere I sing,
Anywhere you sing, anywhere you
Anywhere
show.
sing, I'm at my best, and I appreciate, and I'm proud, and I feel special.
Yeah. The big payback.
The big payback.
Yeah, it's going down. Play it, see, that's me. Hollywood in the hood. Yo, reminding you, if you like what we got going on, you want to help us continue to do what we do here at playatshow.com, Hollywood in the hood. Go ahead
Do what's right.
and do what's right. Make a financial contribution, which means a donation right here at the website. Go ahead and do that. Any amount you so choose to do. If you ain't got no feelings, man, you must be dead, man.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Go ahead and
yeah.
contribute. We appreciate it, whatever the amount. small or large, it all helps to keep shining a light on the stars that we are, know, love, and aspire to be. You know, yeah. Go make sure you go see that movie, Trap Soldiers. It's out on Tubi. Big shout out to author C.J. Hudson. He adapted his book, Trap Soldiers, into a film. It's a really great production with really great cinematography, great acting, great editing, just really great movie. So go check it out on Tubi. It's called Trap Soldiers. And for your industrial cleaning needs, you ought to see Immaculate Cleaning. Big shout out to James Barnes Jr. You know, and if you into hip hop, Mr. Charles, you like hip hop?
None at all.
Hold on, let him. Are you feeling? Are you feeling hip hop?
I am not a hip hop fan.
You're not a hip hop fan. See, okay, help me understand, Mr. Charles, because you feel things like The Big Payback, and you got artists that sample those great songs and stuff, and you mean to tell me there's no hip hop that you like? You didn't like Biggie Smalls. You didn't like Tupac. Oh man. Okay. That's your prerogative, like Bobby says. You know. So why is it that you are not a fan of hip hop, in your own honest opinion?
Well, I never really thought or concentrated on hip hop because I just like true singing, man.
True singing.
I'm just not in that world. I'm a singer, and like I said, I was born to sing. I can sing anything. All I need to know is the melody and the lyrics. And I'm just, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, different strokes for different strokes. Yeah. Were you hurt when they put R. Kelly behind the wall?
Well, my brother, listen to this. The things that Kelly did to our black children. This last lady was 13 when he started having an intercourse with her. If you listen to the news like I have, and most people, like to listen to the songs, and I do too, but I listen to mostly the news. I want to know what's going on around me, so I'll know when to run or to stay put.
Yeah, right. So you heard the news, and what you thought?
I heard a lot on the news about him, and the women was there, and the girl, she's 23 now. She said when she was 13, he was forcing her to have sex. She said, we didn't have nothing, and he would give me a few dollars, and I didn't know any better. She said, but I'm 23 now, and that's why I don't have no love in my heart for this guy, because he mistreated the babies.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody's
entitled to their opinion on that. Yeah, that's a tough thing. But you were a fan of his music at one time, so I know that as a fan, that was tough to reconcile. Well, maybe not so, because it was children involved.
Yeah, and then he just went to court 2 weeks ago they got him out of jail where he's already doing 30 years 2 weeks ago, and he's on trial for another.
Yeah, they convicted him. That's terrible. Yeah, he got sunk in both cases, So now that's modern music that you seem to enjoy. Any other artists in modern times as far as singers are concerned?
Many of them, but not hip-hop. Johnny Taylor, Aretha Franklin, Sam Cooke.
You wasn't feeling the Leverts and the OJs and them?
My brother, again, let me tell you about it. I know Eddie talking like I'm looking at you. Okay. That's where he was. Before Eddie and OJ, maybe I shouldn't,
No, we appreciate the history lesson.
Yeah, before right here on 75th and Euclid, this Jew, that's who put Eddie and them on track. I'm going to think his name after a while. The bar was on 75th and Euclid. But before then, Eddie and them was right there on Huff, and Eddie, and Leo's Casino.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leo's Casino.
Yeah.
I heard that. You heard that, bud? You remember that, bud?
Yes, that's where all the stars came from.
Yeah, that's exactly
That's
right.
where they came from.
That's
Leo's
right.
Casino.
Leo's on 75th and Euclid.
I heard of that.
Yeah. And Eddie, and like when they ran him out of California about 35 years ago, he's right there on 93rd and Way, and got barbed wire, got a fence, but he got barbed wire. And I went there about 6 years ago. And, you know, because I thought maybe because the drummer's right on 75th in Superior. You know, and his mother run the car wash. I mean, the laundromat. And he been there about 28, 29 years.
Yeah,
And when they ran Eddie out of California, and about 35, 38 years ago, he's still right here on 93rd and Way Avenue, where it's supposed to be a recording studio, but them 4 or 5 drug boys, when you come to the gate, they run down, they scare the hell out of you. Where you go? Yeah, but I'm serious. And I say I'm coming to record. Well, you got to wait a minute. Now, that's supposed to be a respectable recording studio. But Eddie done got so big and fat now. I saw him about 2 months ago. He sat down in 2 chairs. Well, that has nothing to do with his weight, but the attitude that he had in the business that he ran, supposed to be a recording studio. And I've been knowing them a long time.
So hold on. So I'm getting that from this experience, it kind of discouraged you a little bit?
My brother, when you think about decency, you know, and anyway, Eddie, and what was that year when he had the claps on the building? I know, but you know, I don't want to just. Well, I'll just be quiet.
What do you have?
Huh?
What do you have?
He said the claps.
Clap your hands, everybody.
Right here on 75th and Euclid Avenue, where this big building is now. It was a building sitting there, and a Chinese doctor was there. And Eddie, when he come in, and
Speaking to the mic.
yeah, when he came in to see the doctor, and the doctor told him, and they gave him a, when you have claps, I know, but when you have claps and it's real bad, they give you 10,000 cc's. If the claps is not too bad, I heard the doctor talking, because I was sitting in the other room with a friend of mine. You know, he was there because he had the flu. You know, but I'm just, and when Eddie come in, and because I was surprised, I said, this is a smoother stuff. You know, and I didn't, you know, I ain't saying nothing to him.
Yeah.
But you can hear the Chinese doctor told him as he walked out. Yeah, as he was walking out the door, the Chinese doctor told him, say, just the second time you come back, he said, if you come, say, I told you, when I gave you the shot, don't mess with girls in 2 weeks. And Eddie was back there in another week because I heard the Chinese doctor. And he said, if you come back again, that means you've given this to some other woman. He said he would call the police.
Oh, wow.
I swear to God, I never will forget that.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Eddie did that. Eddie Jackson was his name, was not Eddie Burt. Eddie Burt is somebody else. That's the one that discovered him, right?
no, Lee. I'm gonna think of the name that the OJ, Eddie OJ. What Eddie OJ was his manager.
Exactly.
And then it was their manager, and when they didn't work out, they was messing around. He cut them a loose, but they still kept his name.
Exactly.
The OJs. That's Eddie's last name, but not the Eddie that sings.
That's right.
You know.
His name is.
Yeah. I don't know what his name is. But
So that's how you met Eddie Levert?
uh,
Down at the Chinese doctor?
no, on Huff Avenue, Soup had him first.
Okay.
Right on the corner, 78th and Huff. Soup was what you call these people from out of town? Jamaican. He was a tall, black Jamaican, elderly guy. He was old. And he had Eddie and them first, and Eddie and them kept, you know, drinking and messing around. He let them go, you know, and that's when Leo Casino took Eddie and them up.
Did you ever perform at Leo's Casino?
When I was so young, the last time I sung it, not only the last time, the first time, I was so young, and they had people, he had singers coming there to get a contract at Motown. And the song I sung, I was so young, I sung by the Sam Cooke, what's that? Damn, I forgot this song by Sam Cooke, but I didn't know how to keep in tune with the music, you know.
You were
I was
auditioning
16,
to join the label?
Huh?
You were auditioning for a
I
deal?
was auditioning, it was about 10 of us, auditioning to get a contract with Motown,
Okay.
you know. And so, oh yeah, I was singing, Frankie and Johnny were sweethearts, but I didn't know how to control my voice like I do now, you know. That's the way the story goes, and the way you would win is by claps. And this guy brought about 15 people with him. You know.
He sweetened the pot.
Yeah.
He sweetened the pot.
Yeah.
He put the lead foot on it.
Yeah, and he got the contract, but I think even though I didn't know how to keep in time, I was 16 years old. I didn't know how to keep in time with the music. And he got the contract, so I don't know what happened after that.
Well, hold that thought, Mr. Charles. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a minute. We'll let you close the show out with your original song. Play T, that's me, Hollywood in the Hood.
If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, hey, bring it to me. Bring your sweet love and bring it on home to me. Yeah. I know I laughed when you left, but now I know I only hurt myself. Hey, bring it to me. Bring your sweet love and bring it on home to me. Yeah. I know I laughed when you left, but now I know I only hurt myself. Hey, bring it to me. Bring your sweet love and bring it on home to me. Yeah. I'll give you jewelry and money too. And that ain't all I'll do for you. Hey, if you bring it to me, bring your sweet love and bring it on home to me. Yeah. You know I tried to treat you right, but you stayed out late at night, and I'll forgive you. Bring it to me. Bring your sweet love and bring it on home to me. Yeah. You know I'll always be your slave till I'm buried in my grave. Hey, honey, bring it to me. Bring your sweet love and bring it on home to me. Yeah.
Now, hey, Mr. Charles. Now, I don't know if I put you on the spot. Can we hear a little bit of your original content? If it was just a bar or a verse.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a feeling that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight. Fever in the morning. Fever. Fever all through the night. Listen to me, baby. Hear every word I say. No one can love you the way I do, 'cause they don't know how to love you my way. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. My eyes light up when you call my name, 'cause I know you're gonna treat me right. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night.